This session aims to provide an overview of the spelling programme as outlined in North Lanarkshire's second level active literacy pack. Falkirk schools have been provided with a second level pack with 2 booklets, one for reading and one for writing. The writing booklet contains the spelling programme. It is assumed that pupils will have had previous experience of common words and phonemic structures taught in the earlier stages. There are subject-specific words as identified by a number of secondary schools, though you may wish to liaise with your cluster secondary school to discuss how these are divided up. Curriculum for Excellence states that pupils at second level should be able to spell most of the words they need to communicate by drawing on a range of spelling rules, specialist vocabulary, self-correction techniques and a range of resources, for example dictionaries or online sources. Before embarking on the second level programme, it is assumed that pupils will have experienced each of the previous programmes in the North Lanarkshire Phonics into Spelling materials, that the pupils have been well taught in all aspects of spelling, are confident in phonics and can spell most common words with ease and accuracy. Those children who lack confidence, competence or experience in the solid foundations in spelling, which the North Lanarkshire programme provides, must continue to be taught using the earlier methodologies and programmes. The programme at second level will focus on strategy spelling and building vocabulary. More information on building vocabulary, which includes affixes, homophones and the apostrophe, can also be found on Falkirk Council's YouTube channel. Strategy spelling includes commonly misspelled words, including pupils' own words, subject-specific words and topic-specific words, which can be decided by the class teacher. At this stage, spelling should be taught at least once in the week, with the remaining 3 days being used to give pupils the opportunity to practice what has been taught with a partner. Each lesson will follow the format used previously in stages 4 and 5. Day 1, the teacher will share the learning intention and relate to any prior knowledge. They will model using the Think Aloud strategy. Days 2 and 3, pupils are given the opportunities to replicate the lesson with a partner, i.e. reciprocal teaching. And on day 4, the plenary session will examine the next steps. The programme recommends between 15 to 20 words per week. There are word lists which contain 15 words plus spaces to insert words of their own choosing or topic-specific words. It has been suggested that possibly these lists could be divided into 2 and taught over 2 weeks. These divided lists can be found on the Active Literacy section of GLOW. Day 1. Day 1 is a whole class lesson. The teacher will share the learning intention and relate to any prior knowledge. The teacher will then select 2 or 3 words from the list and demonstrate how to employ the most effective strategy using a Think Aloud. The children are then given the opportunity to discuss these words and strategies modelled by the class teacher and decide if these are the most appropriate for their learning style. If not, a new strategy should be employed, approximately lasting 2 to 3 minutes, and then recorded. The class teacher will take feedback and record all strategies used by the children to exemplify that no one strategy fits all. On days 2 and 3, the children will continue to work through the lists of words by employing and recording the most appropriate strategy for themselves. With a partner or trio, children discuss these strategies used and justify their selection. Children now take turns to call, write, mark and discuss any mistakes with their partner or trio. On day 4, children should select no less than half the words learned and with a partner or trio create a paragraph which could be used for dictation with another pair or trio. It is recommended that the dictated paragraph should be recorded in the daily writing jotter. It is possible to differentiate here by suggesting that maybe some groups all words must be contained in the dictated paragraph. To avoid repetition, the teacher could also tie this into big writing targets, and pupils could be asked to incorporate these words into writing of a particular genre or using a particular piece of punctuation, for example speech marks, apostrophes or colons. There are 13 lists listed in the second level programme, and these are all available on the resources section of Active Literacy on GLOW. Key points here. Accurate Accuracy in children's spelling depends on the child's ability to select language that not only conveys the message, but also shows awareness of shape, structure, and sounds of words and their constituent parts. The child's ability also to use dictionaries and thesauruses and other support materials. The child must have an awareness that he or she is writing for a purpose and the value and importance of good spelling. And pupils must also be able to recognise different spelling patterns. Assessment in spelling. Teachers, as always, require a range of assessment approaches to assess achievement in spelling competence across the curriculum. Further guidance on this can be found in the TACLAN document, Education Scotland 2013. Teacher observations, listening and enduring partner discussion sessions will afford opportunities for teachers to assess how solid the children are in their knowledge of and use of previously taught phonemes, their understanding and application of spelling rules and strategies, and their ability to construct rules and strategies of their own, which will further aid their accuracy in spelling. Partner dictation will continue to play an important part in self, peer and teacher evaluation of progress. As with partner dictation at stages 1 to 5, this must be carried out within a context. At stages 6 and 7, these contexts will be found in interdisciplinary, non-fiction texts the children are using for research in a variety of topics, novel studies, and their own writing and the writing of peers. Teachers will assess each child's ability to reflect on and self-evaluate their competency in spelling and the variety of words they use in their writing. This may be done at the stage of generating ideas, as well as on completion of a piece. When generating ideas for their writing, children should be encouraged to record their ideas in words and phrases that are interesting, relevant, varied, and before beginning to write, that they have been checked for accuracy. Teachers will use independent writing samples regularly to assess the quality of each child's writing. This assessment of quality must evaluate the child's word knowledge, ensuring that children vary the vocabulary that is used and that their choice of words is not only appropriate to the meaning they are trying to convey, but equally importantly, that their spelling, the words are written accurately. Teachers must encourage discussion and collection of different words which have the same meaning, and for this purpose, pupils must be taught how to use a thesaurus correctly. Further information can be found on the Active Literacy section of GLOW. Exemplar lessons are also available on the Curriculum Support Team's blog.